Good afternoon, folks. Happy Saturday. This video is going to be directed towards English 1301, and the purpose of it is to briefly go through with you the first sample piece under profile projects created by students. And my hope is that by going through these examples that you get a stronger sense of confidence in what you're able to accomplish with the profile project and get an idea of various directions that you may want to take with it. You of course can do various different things with this. You can go in your own directions and so forth, but hopefully these will help you to get a stronger sense of what's possible with the project. And maybe you might even think, hey, I can do better than what this person's done, which is great. Okay. I may not get around to doing videos for all 5 of these. I may. We shall see. Again, your profile project, the initial draft, the first draft, which should be a fairly fleshed out draft. Obviously, it doesn't have to be perfect, etc., but it should be a reasonable draft. That's due on the 11th of April, so you still have some time to work on it, but I want to hopefully, having done your transcription or having gotten almost all the way through your transcription, which of course is due tonight, you'll have an idea of where you want to go with the profile. And these samples will show you how the transcription can be applied and used. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the first one, and I really like this this particular profile. I really appreciate what this student did and how the student invested herself in this project and how she communicated that to her audience, which is another key point. So let's take a look at this. So the first paragraph, what she does is essentially introduces her uncle, which is the person whom she's profiling, kind of gives his background and kind of just sort of explains how he arrived at his status quo. And then, continuing with the background, she has here a picture of her uncle in the military. Now, as I said in one of my previous videos, and this is very well demonstrated here, that when you use a photo in an essay, right, you need to treat it as you would any other piece of evidence. So you see here that she has the photo, but then she actually talks about elements in the photo, right? She refers to the photo, okay? Now, here you'll notice, say if I bring my cursor down here, she's got little quotations in here. These are quotations from her transcription. So she's not quoting huge swaths of her transcription here. She's quoting specific phrases that are potent, right, with meaning and significance, right, and then talking about that and using that in context. That's what you want to do. You don't want to simply just spew your transcription out in the essay and just kind of leave it at that. That's not what your objective is. So here we have her talking about, in essence, narrating the content of her interview, again, interspersing it with quotations and so forth, all the while, furthering this idea of who her uncle is and what influences his art, which is her initial question, right? It's really what she's investigating. Then we actually get to, if we scroll down, we actually get to the art piece that she was most interested in, and she sort of pulls the essay's focus to this particular piece and talks about this particular piece and the elements therein relative to the description and discussion of her uncle and his struggles that she previously laid out for us. Okay? And you can read through this. And again, she's systematically analyzing various quotations from her uncle from the transcription, right? The transcription is a means by which she is talking about the significance of the interview and how it relates to what she was investigating, right? So then, again, she includes another photo. This is photo of, in essence, a lot of his accomplishments and so on. So she's kind of pulling back from the art itself and then talking about her uncle in more of a general fashion, and talking about her relationship to her uncle as well, as we get in this last little section. She actually does reflection colon, as you see here. You don't necessarily need to do that. But it doesn't necessarily detract from the piece either. So again, this is a stellar piece. I recommend that you read it, and hopefully it will give you some inspiration for your own work. Thanks very much.